What's up?
Oh, hello.
Tyler. Keith. Plugged on. We're going to talk about the third album from Gloryhammer, titled Legends from Beyond the Galactic Terrorvortex.
Yeah.
That tells you all you need to know about Gloryhammer.
Yep.
They are a power metal band, and they do a lot of really corny shit.
It's like science fantasy, which is great.
Pretty much.
I'm all about that.
Yeah. And, I mean, we're massive Gloryhammer fans, and I fully understand that there is a line with this band. You cannot stand the cheesiness at all, so you're over here, or you love it and you're over here. Mm-hmm. There's really no in the middle with Gloryhammer, I feel. Yeah. And you're either into them or you're not. I am very into them. I love these guys.
Me too. This album is such a fun listen to. Actually, all their stuff is. But.
And I think one thing I like about Gloryhammer is yeah, they got the cheese, but they also got the hooks, they got the riffs, they got the crunch to them. I mean, they have a lot more to them than just cheesiness about space and dragons and fighting. Aliens and dragons.
And goblins and everything, and unicorns and magical sorcerers. But
yeah,
at the same time, it's 1992, and I'm like...
Yeah. It's like, okay. Yeah, they very much create their own story with this. I mean, it's all kind of made up, but it's fun. What do you think?
I really like this album. I think maybe even this... I mean, I think they just keep getting better with like each album. I think this might be their best album, because again, sort of like I was saying, the Boy they're like, the first album is very much just like fantasy based, you know, that sort of traditional power metal, but it's just kind of like nobody writes songs and like subject matters like this, where it's like still sort of like that fantasy, but it's also just in space, like it's sort of like Star Warsy in a lot of ways. So I mean, so I think that's awesome. The subject matter is just so unique, but I think like there's like just as many good songs as like their last album. I think to me maybe the standout track on the album is Masters of the Galaxy. I just really love the chorus to that one. That's a really good one. But then Gloryhammer, their self-titled song is also pretty good. But like you were saying, they have all kinds of like of a different mix of sounds, because like they have, you know, they can get kind of heavy at times, but then it's also like in this epic stuff like The Fires of Ancient Cosmic Destiny, which is like a 13-minute song, and it's awesome. And there's like there's a couple parts in there that I really like, where it's like the cool operatic vocals, or like a crunchy like galloping guitar, or whatever you want to go. But then there's also like these more straightforward songs, like the Power of the Laser Dragonfire. Yeah. It's just so many. Just the song title names are just so great. Legendary Enchanted Jetpack. It's just it's so fun, and I love that this album tricks you into not thinking it's like concept album, because in a lot of ways it is. They're telling the story of I guess it's Angus McFife. I guess he's still the main character of the story, from what I could pick up from the multiple times I've listened to it. And so it's like, here's this world they're building, but like, and they'll have like the deep, I guess, like narrator voice or whatever come in through a lot of the songs, which is cool, and I think they use effectively a lot. We say Thomas Winkler was close. Thomas Winkler, he's a man. That guy could sing. I think he's only gotten better on this album. I think it's the song "The Land of Unicorns" where I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm digging what's happening here. But then also like, you know, songs like Hoots Force, and again, because it's a great song, the Fires of Ancient Cosmic Destiny is very good. But there's just riffs all over the place in this album. I love the lead guitar work and the solos. It's just, yeah, I think this might be my favorite album they put out thus far. I just really like it. I maybe there's not as many like boom standout tracks as say their first album, which, you know, I can name like 5 or 6 songs from their first album that are all like great, and even their second album. But I think this one as a whole unit, I don't think there's necessarily a weak song on this album. I think all the songs stand pretty well together up against each other. So, and it's just fun. That's the main thing that I think is the thing why I love Gloryhammer so much. It's just fun. They're just a fun band to listen to. it's really hard to listen to this band and not have a smile on your face while it's playing. So, yeah, this album's great.
Yeah. I very much like this album. I don't think it's as good as their last one, but it might be as good as their first one to me. But even then, if I compare this one to the first one, to me, this one just doesn't have as high of highs as their first debut album does. But like I said, I do thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, there's some classic Gloryhammer songs on here, and they do a lot of really cool stuff. Starting off, the first main track after the intro, The Siege of Dunkeld, In Hoots We Trust, which is maybe my favorite song on the album. That song is so fucking fun. It's so catchy. Every single aspect about it. And I love the middle section where it just gets fucking crunchy and there's like a breakdown going on. And then, they bring in that voice over top of it.
Yeah.
It's so just incredibly stupid but fun. And I thoroughly enjoy that. Masters of the Galaxy is also very good, and it's mostly that chorus. That chorus just jams, man. And first time I heard that, I'm like, yeah, this is really good. And then you get to the Land of Unicorns, which is by far the corniest song on this
100%
album to me. One of the corniest songs. I mean, and that's saying something for Gloryhammer, because they're always incredibly corny, but this song is so corny. But the chorus is so amazing to this song. And when Thomas Winkler, says, to the Land of Unicorns, he's got this high-pitched voice. It's like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. The whole song is something else. I sent this song to my wife while she was at work, and she shared it. Her and her boss basically have pretty similar interests, so they play music kind of loud in their space at work, and she's like, well, we put it on. She's like, I hated it in like 30 seconds. She didn't fully hate Gloryhammer, but that song, she couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it.
Too much. Too much corniness.
Too much. Cross the line at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'd say the other two standout tracks to me for the rest of the album are Gloryhammer, the title track, which to me they really fucked up not naming the album Gloryhammer, because there's been some very iconic metal albums that have the band name, the album name, and the title, the song on there.
I still don't know if it fits like their style though.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. But man, how cool would that have been? It's like you got a fucking banger of a song and that's called Gloryhammer. Your band's name is Gloryhammer, and the album's Gloryhammer. Why not? But I think of Black Sabbath or Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
they kind of have the same thing, and it's pretty cool. But Gloryhammer is really fun. To me, the part that gets me about that song is the verses. The verses are, I love the kind of mid-paced energy that they have with just a simple, palm-muted, trotted guitars. And then Thomas's vocals over top of it are just incredibly powerful. And then they get to my favorite line, which is right before the chorus, which is, what is it? Laser powered goblin smasher. Like, yeah. And the way they say it, and the way the band kind of like stops for a brief second, then comes right back in with like a power chord. It's just awesome. It's such a fun song. But yeah, then the Fires of Ancient Cosmic Destiny is incredible.
Yeah,
and they've written longer tracks before and pulled off really well. I think this is probably the best one that they've done. And to me, they really channeled their inner Blind Guardian on this one.
100%.
The chorus has an incredibly strong Blind Guardian feel. I'm like, yeah, I can really get behind this. It's a really great song. The other one's Power of Laser Dragon Fire has a very cool, very kind of typical power metal intro, kind of coming out of the gate really fast with a lot of speed, bringing in keyboards and guitar solos and all sorts of stuff. I think that song's cool. Legendary Enchanted Jetpack's cool, and Hoots Force is cool. Battle for Eternity. I think those songs are cool, but they just, I don't know, they don't click with me like a lot of the other tracks on here do. Which is why I think this album's more comparable to their first album than their second, because I think there is not a single bad song on their second album. I mean, that album's a fucking classic to me. But yeah, I mean, it's Gloryhammer. You love it or you don't. I mean, I really think that if you've tried Gloryhammer with the past two albums, there's probably nothing here that's going to really convince you to change your mind about that, because it's definitely them doing what they do, bringing in some new fun elements, trying new rhythms, all sorts of stuff, but still staying true to them. Cool riffs, guitar solos.
A lot of cool riffs.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Gloryhammer was kind of started by the singer of Ailstorm, in a way. Like, he's also in this band.
Yeah.
As a keyboard player and doing backup vocals.
Which you can hear that in like a lot of songs. I think it's the chorus of Hoots Force. I know it's not exactly the same. Reminds me a lot of the I guess it would be the keyboard part that he would play in Keelhauled.
Yeah.
And then was it the Power of Laser Dragonfire, I think is the song, where they use like trumpets that I'm assuming are coming from a synthesizer and a keyboard, and I'm like, that's Ailstorm.
Yeah.
I noticed that a little bit more on this album than I did their previous ones. I'm like, that's
I can see it.
I can tell that you're same guy. I got you.
And one thing I love about all the Gloryhammer albums is because of the subject matter of what they're singing about. They're kind of creating their own story and characters and all that stuff. Can really put you in a world that other power metal albums don't necessarily do.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it kind of gets you feeling a little bit different. At least that's just me. Also, if no one watching this video has seen Gloryhammer live, you absolutely have to do it.
Which, if you're from the States, it might be a little while before you can do that. But
yeah, well, I mean,
come back again?
They are doing a tour in June, but it's just coming nowhere around here. So they are doing something, but they came around with Ailstorm last September, and it was
great,
fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah, it was real good.
Yeah, so I really hope these guys do a lot more touring. I think they popped their United States cherry.
Did.
Got to come back here a lot more. Also, I mean, when we saw them, they had to have seen the fucking reception every night. I mean,
no, I would assume so.
Like, the crowd, Ailstorm was headlining. The crowd was definitely there for Ailstorm, but they were also incredibly ready for Gloryhammer.
There for Gloryhammer, yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like, who the fuck's this band? This is dumb.
It was like
everybody
was just
into
like,
it.
yeah.
It was awesome.
Fuck yeah! They beat up a goblin on stage, which was awesome.
They did. Yeah. Score?
I give it an 8. 8 out of 10. Really,
Yeah.
I like the album.
Yeah. 8.5, depending on how I'm feeling. But overall, a solid album. One that I'm going to be listening to a lot. Where it falls at the end of the year, who knows? But, I can definitely see it being on my list. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's probably, I don't think it's my favorite album of the year, but when it comes to just an incredibly enjoyable listen, it's definitely up there.
Oh, yeah.
As one of my favorites. So, let's know what you think of Legends from Beyond the Galactic Terrorvortex by Gloryhammer. Thanks for watching. See you.